Dear students, let us today begin with learning the medicinal uses of microorganisms. Microorganisms are certainly very helpful in the medicinal field also. First of all, they help in the production of antibiotics. What are these antibiotics? You must have heard about antibiotics word earlier too. Your doctor prescribed to take antibiotics whenever you fall sick. Antibiotics are actually the medicines produced by living organisms such as bacteria and fungi, which kill or stop the growth of disease-causing microorganisms present in our body. There are a large number of antibiotics available in the market. To name a few, we have streptomycin, tetracycline, aureomycin and chloromycetin. The first antibiotic was discovered by Alexander Fleming from the fungus Penicillium notatum, and we recall this antibiotic by the name penicillin. There are certain precautions to be taken while using antibiotics. First of all, antibiotics should always be taken only on the advice of a doctor. Self-medication is strictly prohibited. Complete course of antibiotics should be followed. Sometimes you start to feel good after taking a few doses of antibiotics and you just leave taking the antibiotics. So it's not preferable. You have to complete the course of antibiotics as prescribed, as suggested by your physician. It is not effective against viral diseases. Actually, antibiotics work good against bacterial diseases. They are not effective against viral diseases. So, do not take them in the cases of cold and flu. Whenever you take antibiotics unnecessarily out of your own will, then it may kill the beneficial bacteria present in your body. So avoid using them unnecessarily. If not needed, do not take them at all. Then the next useful purpose of microorganisms in the medicinal industry is they help in the production of vaccine. What is a vaccine now? It is a small dose of dead and weakened disease-causing microbes used to stimulate immune response in your body. What is immune response? You must have heard several times that immunity of this specific person is not good. He is having weak immunity, so he fell sick more often. So what is immunity? Basically, it is the ability or the power of your body to fight against diseases. Many diseases like cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox, tetanus, polio, etc. can be prevented by vaccination. Vaccination can be either injected, that means can be given via injection, or can be given orally, like you have polio drops. They are given orally to the children. There is a specific age, particular age, when a particular vaccine can be given to increase the immunity of a person. This is known as immunization schedule. You must also have an immunization card of your own. See whether you have been vaccinated against all the diseases which are having vaccinations available or not. Like we have immunization schedule for 0 months of age, that means right after the birth, the child is given vaccination against smallpox and BCG. BCG stands for Bacillus calmette guerin. At the 3 to 12 months of age, vaccination is provided against DPT and tetanus along with polio and BCG's booster doses. At the age of 9 to 15 months, measles and smallpox vaccination is given. From 18 to 24 months of age, DPT and polio vaccinations are given. DPT stands for diphtheria, pertussis and tuberculosis. At the age of 5 to 6 years, vaccination is given against smallpox, DT and typhoid. So we have certain more useful microbes. First one is like rhizobium, which are present in the root nodules of leguminous plants, which help in increasing the soil fertility. How do they increase the soil fertility? Actually, they fix the atmospheric nitrogen into simpler nitrates in the soil that help in enriching the soil with nitrogen nutrient. Certain microorganisms also help in cleaning the environment. Again, the question arises how? Actually, there are certain microorganisms like bacteria and fungi which help in decomposition of dead and decaying matter into simpler forms. Now, the next thing we have to learn is about microorganisms which are harmful to us. We will be learning about these harmful microorganisms in the next tutorial. Stay tuned.